Okay, so let's get started. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at BCIT's Part-Time Studies Info Session. My name is Willa, and I'm a Program Advisor at BCIT. Today, I'm joined by my fellow Program Advisor, Vanny Naden and Stephanie Williams, the Program Eligibility Coordinator from Student Financial Aid and Awards. We also have some advisors and some representatives from the International Student Center on the back end to answer some of your questions. Tonight, we'll provide information on how to start, advance, or change a career with the BCIT education. We are using Zoom's webinar product, so we won't be able to see or hear you, but you can ask some questions in the Q&A function. This session is being recorded and it will be available on YouTube in the coming weeks. Before we jump into the presentation, we'd like to take a poll of our audience. So let's get this poll going. So you should see a poll just asking what type of student or prospective student you are, either domestic, so permanent resident or citizen, international student who's already here in Canada, or if you're an international student outside of Canada. Okay, so we'll end the poll here and I'll share our results. Most of our students in this info session are domestic, so either a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. So let's jump right in. BCIT acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh. Here is tonight's agenda. If you have questions on topics that are not covered, you can type them in the question and answer function. The Q&A is for quick general questions. It's not a chat function, so we won't be able to respond to follow-up questions on this platform. If you have questions about your personal circumstance or would like to have a discussion, you can contact us at Program Advising, and our contact information will be available at the end of this presentation. Also, you can find information using our website. We have a search function on the top right-hand side, and you can type in any keywords and you'll find some information about that. As well, all of the links in this presentation will be mailed to you in a follow-up email after the session. So why do part-time studies at BCIT? At BCIT, we have over 1,000 part-time studies courses to choose from, spanning across 6 sectors in applied and natural sciences, business and media, computing and IT, engineering, health sciences, and trades and apprenticeships. With such a wide selection, you can take individual courses to gain the skills you need to achieve your goals, or work towards completing a full program and graduating with a credential. What sets us apart from other institutions is our applied learning. At BCIT, we combine a theoretical education with practical skills training. This means that you will learn by doing. Many programs and courses in part-time studies do not have formal entrance requirements or prerequisites, so transcripts or supporting documentation is not required for most. This makes part-time studies very accessible. However, it is expected that students have a minimum English proficiency in order to do well in their studies. Part-time studies is on a course-by-course basis, meaning that academically, there is no minimum or maximum course load. You can start in any term, and enrollment into programs is accepted year-round. You also have 3 to 7 years completion time, depending on your program. This makes part-time studies flexible and great for those working full-time or who have other responsibilities in their life. Our 20 to 30 student class sizes allow you to be trained, coached, and mentored by industry professionals who serve as your instructors. They design classes to develop skills relevant to the industry, which results in our graduates being job ready with the required skills. This gives us an excellent employment track record within BC and Canada. For winter 2022, registration is currently open. So if you want to start this coming January, it's not too late. These are the course delivery modes that we have. On-campus courses are held at the Burnaby location or the downtown Vancouver location. I would recommend to read the course registration notes to see if courses have in-person exam dates or if some online courses have in-person lab requirements. Some online courses have scheduled class hours that you must attend on the computer, or some may not, but all will have due dates for assignments. The duration of each of the courses is indicated on the course registration page. If a credential can be done entirely online, it will be listed on the program page as distance online learning. So how to start a BCIT? We do have a guide on how you can do that. And we will go into detail on each of these sections throughout the presentation. So first step would be to choose a program or course. The link that is on the screen has a list of all of our part-time study programs. Again, many of our programs are open enrollment with an English 12 proficiency expected, but currently there is no proof required for that. It may change in the future, however. Some programs may have entrance requirements, such as our financial management programs, like accounting. The financial management programs will start having entrance requirements January 10th. I'd also encourage you to attend program-specific info sessions. So for example, there are some business and media info sessions coming up next month. Your next steps would be to register and or enroll in a program. And information on how to do so will be shared a little bit later. The time commitment for a part-time studies course would be about 6 to 9 hours a week, including scheduled class hours. But you can choose how many courses to take depending on your personal circumstance. To note that you would need to pay upon registration in order to secure your seat. Here is an overview of the credentials or programs that we offer at BCIT. Firstly, we have micro-credentials, which are quite new. They're 4 weeks, so very short, and they result in digital badges that you can add to your LinkedIn profile. We currently have 3, so mass timber construction, natural resource and environmental protection, and digital transformation. We also offer certificates, which are short but specialized training programs that combine applied theory and practical skills to work in a particular field. The statement of completion there with the asterisks, it means that this is not a credential, but you would still complete a series of courses and receive a statement that recognizes the courses that you have completed. And you can still put that on your resume. Our diplomas are more intensive, longer programs that prepare you for employment in a variety of professional occupations, including technological, technical, and paraprofessional. We also offer degree programs, bachelor degrees and master degrees. We also offer advanced studies designed for college, technical institute, or university graduates. Some credentials at BCIT follow a laddered model. So this means if you start by pursuing a certificate or an associate certificate at BCIT, but then decide you want to continue your education, the courses you took could be counted towards a diploma. And in turn, your diploma could be a credit towards a bachelor degree. And then you could even go on into advanced studies or even a master's degree. So an example of this could be accounting. You could start with the computerized accounting associate certificate, go on to a financial management certificate, and then go into the accounting diploma. So now I'll pass it over to my colleague, Bani, to introduce some of the programs that we offer in our 6 sectors.
Thank you, Willa. Good evening, everyone. In this part of the presentation, you will be given an overview of the part-time programs offered at BCIT. If you have a general question, you may type it in the Q&A function at the bottom. Our experienced advisors are waiting to answer your questions. However, if you have a specific question relating to your situation, we strongly encourage you to connect with one of us for personalized advising. As Willa mentioned, BCIT offers part-time programs in the 6 core areas. Let's look at the programs offered in the applied and natural sciences. You have the option to study in the 3 program areas. GIS, whether you're a recent university or college graduate getting started in a career or an experienced professional seeking new employment opportunities or career advancement, there are 3 credentials to choose from: advanced certificate, advanced diploma, and bachelor. There is formal admission process for these programs, so please ensure you read the entrance requirements. If you are interested in forensics, the study options include crime and intelligence analysis, digital forensics and cybersecurity, and forensic investigation of fraud and financial crime. Most programs are part-time with most courses offered in the evenings and weekends. Digital forensics and cybersecurity is available in both full-time and part-time formats. Ecological restoration is a bachelor's program that offers the opportunity to complete a master's after. As mentioned, all these programs go through formal admission process, so please refer to the entrance requirements on the program pages. Business and Media offers over 50 industry-relevant programs and 300 courses that can be completed part-time. Most courses are available at both the downtown Vancouver and Burnaby campuses, as well as through online learning. Some programs that may be of interest include the Medical Office Assistant, Broadcast and Digital Journalism, Video Production and Editing, Graphic Design, UI/UX Design, and many marketing programs specializing in digital marketing, sales skills, entrepreneurship, event marketing, marketing communication, and tourism hospitality. Under the operation, you have the option to complete an operation management credential in management engineering, materials management, quality and process management, facilities management, industrial engineering, and project management. Most of the associate certificates ladders to the diploma in business administration, and upon completion of the diploma program, students can apply to complete the Bachelor of Business Administration entirely part-time. Computing and IT. In computing, you have the option to completing a standalone credential in the areas listed on the slide. These standalone associate certificate credentials provide specific skills in each IT subject area with typically less than 10 courses in each program. If you are interested in any of these credentials, please start with Comp 1002 as it is the foundation for all computing part-time studies courses. If you are unsure and wish to determine your interest in different aspects of computing and IT, you may want to take the Introduction Core courses, which is COM 1516, COM 1630, or COM 1850. Alternatively, if you are interested in software programming, you can earn a certificate, diploma, and a degree in computer systems technology entirely part-time, course by course, at night. Engineering. There are many employment opportunities in the construction industry. In BC, we are experiencing a skilled labor shortage. The Lower Mainland's construction industry is very busy and is a key contributor to our economy. Some areas of study include computer-aided design and drafting, architectural and building construction, civil technology, construction operations supervision, interior design, fire protection and inspection. There are also options to complete a degree in geomatics, environmental and electrical engineering, and master's program in building science and building engineering. For the degree and master's program, please refer to the entrance requirement pages. Health sciences. BCIT will be home to a new health sciences center that will educate and train future healthcare professionals to meet the growing demands of British Columbian families. With completion slated for spring 2022, BCIT School of Health Sciences is excited to provide collaborative delivery of programs to students in their new building. Whether you want to help with urgent care in hospital or specialize in prevention-based field, you'll learn by using simulation technology and practicing your skills in real clinical and laboratory settings. Most of the part-time health programs are advanced studies where students already have a science credential and or working experience in the health industry and are looking to upgrade their skills. The part-time certificate in occupational health and safety program has just undergone a curriculum change and has been revised into two separate credentials. The associate certificate in foundations in OHS is a smaller credential with 7 courses, 20 credits, and provides the education required to start work in an entry-level safety practitioner or technical role. After 1 year work experience, you are eligible to write the Canadian Registered Safety Technician (CRST) exam, which is a designation for safety professionals in Canada. The A Cert ladders into the certificate in advanced safety management, and after 4 years experience, you can write the Canadian Registered Safety Professional (CRSP) exams, which is the designation for safety practitioners. The cardiac science offers programs in cardiovascular technology, electrophysiology, and cardiovascular prevention programs. If you are already a registered nurse, there are some advanced certificates for specialty nursing in areas such as emergency neonatal, pediatric, and nephrology. Trades. Next slide, please. In the trade sector, BCIT offers individual courses in Canadian electrical code, fire alarm, machinist, automated controls, installation and maintenance. For the transportation section, we also offer courses in railway, automotive service, technician refresher courses, automotive collision repair and mechanics, and many others. For technical specialists who work in the applied science, technology, or trade fields, and who wish to expand their technical, professional, and management skills, we do offer the Bachelor of Technology in Technology Management. If you are interested in any of these programs and wish to find out more, please refer to our website. Now I'll hand over to Willa to talk about registration. Thank you.
Thanks, Fanny. So as I mentioned before, registration for this coming January 2022, is currently open. Details on registration are on the slide. To note, for tuition, it is the sum of the individual courses. So again, you get to choose how many courses you register for in each term, depending on your situation. And of course, English proficiency is expected. If you want more information on how to register, you can type in the word register on our website in that search function that I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation. If you want to enroll in a program, you must submit an online program declaration, and details are on this slide here. Please note that for some programs, they will be found under apply for a program rather than declare a part-time studies program. These programs are accounting, interior design, and graphic design certificate. But other than those, for the most part, part-time studies programs would be under declare a part-time studies program. There is a possibility to have previous experience or education count for credit. towards a BCIT course through transfer credit or prior learning assessment recognition. Transfer credit requests can be made at the time you declare your program or after you are enrolled. How long ago the course was, your final grade, and how similar your course was are all factors to consider. Prior learning assessment recognition can be requested at any time through the department. You can find details about both of these processes on our website. Now it's over to Stephanie to talk about student financial aid and awards.
Willa, just to give some context in terms of the student financial assistance, this information is for domestic students. So for a majority of the programs that we offer through part-time studies, which is the course-by-course registration, students are eligible to apply for either full-time or part-time student loans and grants. It's really dependent on how many courses that you're interested in taking. One of the requirements for financial assistance is that you have to be accepted into a program. So for those programs where students apply through admissions, you would have to be accepted into the program at that time. For the programs that we were talking about a little bit earlier, where students declare the program, we need to see in the system that you've submitted a request to be declared in that program. There is a link on our website that lists all the programs that are eligible and ineligible for student financial assistance. One of the credential types that is not eligible for any type of funding is the micro-credentials, which are a new type of program that's being offered at a number of the institutions. We also talked a little bit about how when you register for part-time courses that tuition is due essentially upon registration. So if you apply for full or part-time assistance and can't afford to pay for your courses immediately, there is an option to be able to apply for a fee deferral, which would allow you to pay for your courses once you received your student financial assistance. So if you have questions about whether you would qualify for financial assistance and are interested in more details on the processes, I would reach out to our financial aid team, which is FinAid, FINAID at bcit.ca for more information. You can apply for financial assistance up until 6 weeks before the course ends. So it's not something that you have to apply for in advance of the courses. If you were to start courses, say in January or February, and you found that you were short of funding, you would still be able to apply for assistance. If you are taking a full course load and are considered a full-time student, there are also options of other sources of financial assistance, such as bursaries that BCIT provides for students. So I'd encourage you to take a look at the list of programs. We just updated it again yesterday. So there is a fresh list of the programs that are eligible and ineligible for funding, and feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. And again, a link to Student Financial Aid and Awards will be on that mailer that will be sent in a follow-up email after the presentation. So I just want to make a note about sponsorship. So if you have an employer or an organization that will be paying for your courses, you should connect with sponsorship. Sponsorship is not part of Student Financial Aid and Awards, so it's important to go to the link that is on the slide here for information on how your employer or your organization can be invoiced directly for your courses. Now, I will also briefly highlight some student resources that BCIT has to offer. The Student Life Office at BCIT has identified these 8 dimensions of well-being that are critical for student success. BCIT has resources to support their students across these dimensions. If you have Indigenous background, Indigenous Services has a gathering place. They hold cultural events, have mentorship opportunities, and information on funding. Student Financial Aids and Awards, Stephanie has spoken about that, so that is another resource we have at BCIT to support you. Accessibility Services is available if you require academic accommodations. You would need to provide documentation on your acute or chronic condition. Student Health Services is located on the Burnaby campus and provides medical care for all BCIT students. Please check their website for their service delivery options. We also have counseling and student development. They provide resources for personal, educational, and career growth. They also offer confidential counseling services. Also, check their website for their current service options. Recreation Services on the Burnaby campus operates a gym and recreation facilities that are free for all BCIT students, and it's located on the Burnaby campus. They also have virtual and in-person fitness classes. These are subject to provincial health orders. So again, it's good to check their website to see what services they are currently offering. So as mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, here is our contact information if you have further questions. You can reach us through email, through appointment, either over the phone, over Zoom, or in person. For in person, we offer them at the Burnaby and downtown campuses. We also have callbacks. I would recommend booking an appointment instead of a callback, because with an appointment, you will know the exact time that you would be in contact with an advisor. A callback request would be requesting for an advisor to give you a call back within the next few business days, but it wouldn't be at a specific time. So that's the end of our part-time studies info session. We do have time for some questions and answers. I have noticed that a lot of your questions have been answered by our panelists already, but feel free to take this opportunity to ask any additional questions that you have. Okay, I see that there are no more open questions. So thank you so much for everyone for attending. If you have any follow-up questions or you would like to have more information, you can always contact a program advisor at program_advising@bcit.ca, or just go on our website and search program advising. Again, this session has been recorded and it will be available on YouTube next week. As well, a follow-up email will be sent to you with the links that were in the presentation. Okay. Thanks again and take care. Bye now.